In this module, you will learn to create a class discussion. In this module, you will learn to create a class discussion. Google Classroom is a great way to facilitate bell ringers, tickets out the door, and other activation strategies for your classroom. To get started, let's make sure that we are in the Stream tab up here in the top toolbar. Then click on the button in the lower right side, right over here, and look for the one with the question mark, create a class question. So like so. My class question today is going to be, what are the 8 noble gases? That's from the periodic table of elements for my science class. Again, I get to choose which classes get the question. I can do first period and second period. So let's say I am teaching the same class, first and second period. I would select both of them. Let's say second period is my AP class or my advanced class, and they don't get that question. I could take them off and just make this for first period. I'm going to leave this here just for first period. Then I can offer further instructions. So I'm going to give a bonus right here. I'm going to give a bonus. I'm going to give a bonus right here. Bonus, which element is associated with a superhero? Which element is associated with a superhero? Because krypton happens to be a noble gas. I always like to throw these little comic book references in. It kind of helps kids understand the science a little bit more. All right, so we're going to have a due date. So this is going to be for my class for Monday. So let's go down here to due date. I'm going to make it due on Monday. And my first period class begins at 8:15. So I want to give them about 15 minutes to answer this question. So I'm going to type in 8:30 a.m. That gives them 15 minutes to get in, get their Chromebooks up, get settled in, and answer the question. By 8:30 a.m., the bell ringer or activator is over, and everyone should have their answer in. Topic is really helpful to organize by topics. It will help you in the long run make that extra step. This goes under periodic table because that's what we're talking about now. Today, a short answer is going to be my best option. So we're going to click short answer. You can also make this a multiple choice, and we'll go over how to do that in just a minute. So right now we're going to stick with short answer. And then students can edit the answer. Let's say I wanted to attach the periodic table of elements to help the students with this question. I could do that through my paperclip here and drag it over from my computer or my flash drive, or if it lives in my Google Drive, I can just go here, go up to my drive and attach it that way if I wanted to. All right, so now that I'm done with this question, I have a choice to click the ask button. But let's go over here and let's show you how we would make this a multiple choice question. So I'm going to say, what are the 8 noble gases? Click the one that's not a gas. So I come down here to multiple choice, and then I can make multiple choice. So I can krypton, oxygen, that's my wrong answer, argon, and helium. Okay, so I've got 4 answers here. Krypton, oxygen, argon, and helium. My instructions are click the one that is not a noble gas, and that answer here would be oxygen if I'm a student. Now, if I want the students to see the class summary on the correct answers or how many people picked what, I can come over here and click this button. Oops, click it over here and make it gray. If I want students to see what everyone else is answering, this button needs to be gray. So if it's white over here, that's off. If I click it back over here and turn it gray, that is on, and students can see the summary. Again, I can attach a table of elements if I wanted to, or video or something like that if I want to. All right, so now I'm going to ask the question. I can ask it now. I can save it as a draft, or let's say today is Friday, but I want this to pop up Monday at 8:15. I can come over here and hit schedule, and I can do right here, Monday at 8 a.m. schedule, and then I can forget about it. Monday morning, I don't have to worry about scheduling this answer. So that's going to be what I do right now. I'm going to schedule that question to hit on Monday. If I want to see what I have, I can come up here to save posts, and I can see that, oh, I have a scheduled post here. What are the 8 noble gases? It is scheduled to post on Monday at 8. Class starts at 8:15, and that question expires at 8:30. So that is how you do a question. Now we can take our class. Now we can use class questions to take our discussion one step further by facilitating a class discussion. We're going to go over how to do that right now. Now we're going to learn how to facilitate a class discussion. It's the same as creating a class question. So again, we're going to go to the plus button. We're going to hit the question, and we have this blank. I'm dealing with first period. I'm going to have all of my students, and my question is going to be list practical uses for noble gases. Okay, this is my class discussion. It needs to be short answer. That way people can type. So we want to activate the students can reply to each other. This is activated here because the button is gray. If it were white, it would be off and they can't reply to each other. But we want it to be on so they can reply to each other. And that way the students are talking amongst themselves about practical uses for noble gases such as helium and helium balloons. If the students want the teachers to see what they're saying, they're going to answer under your answer. If they want the rest of the class to see it, they're going to answer under add class comment. So we're going to ask this question as a discussion. I am really not putting a due date here. I'm going to go down here to topic though and file it under periodic table of elements. That way all of my units are organized. And if I need to go back and fill in lesson plans or provide other documentation or evidence of what we did, I have these organized by unit. In this case, it's the periodic table. So I'm going to go ahead and ask my question. I'm going to hit ask. I'm asking it now. And if I go to my stream, I can see what are the 8 noble gases. All right, so my students, here I am. I'm a student. And I can say list the practical uses for 8 noble gases. So I'm going to click that.